Hey guys, Coach Daniel Hammer at Tennis here, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to re-grip your racket with overgrip. I'm going to show you the difference between a couple different types of grip, and I'm going to show you some secrets and some tips that way you're re-gripping like the pros. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button, make sure to hit that bell so that way you're getting notified to all the Hammer at Tennis videos that are coming your way. Let's get to it. Alright guys, so we're going to kind of real quick talk about the difference of grips here. So first thing is you've got this is a Gamma grip. It's kind of like a Wilson Pro Overgrip as well. It's just a tacky, kind of spongy grip. And then you've got Tourna-grip, which has been around forever. There's some other different brands that try to kind of copy it to absorb sweat. I personally prefer Tourna-grip to me, its overall feel, its softness, and its ability to absorb sweat. The Pro Overgrips, they feel pretty good, but to me they just get pretty slick quick. If you're someone who has sweaty hands, that may not work. But regardless, the other difference too in these grips is you can see the Tourna-grip, the ends are square, whereas some of the grips, the ends are tapered. Sometimes they have a little piece of adhesive here on one end, maybe not the other, or maybe on both ends, or maybe one end is tapered and the other end is square. But in this video, I'm going to show you guys re-gripping both. But we're going to start with the Tourna-grip, and I'm going to show you another little secret about Tourna-grip that I like, and it's one of the other reasons I like Tourna-grip. So let me show you that one real quick. Alright, so right here we've got a worn Tourna-grip. You can see it's kind of worn out here and it's starting to get kind of ragged. So one of the reasons I really like Tourna-grip, which some people know this, others don't, is I'm sure that when Tourna invented Tourna-grip, they meant Tourna as tournament. But one thing I like about it is that once you start to peel this grip off, even when you get down to that worn part, what you'll notice is that the back side of that grip is basically brand new. So you can even see the difference in color there from where it's been worn to where it was overlapped. And you can see that the back side, it looks and feels like a brand new grip. So one of the reasons I like Tourna-grip is because, say you just buy a 3-roll pack, you essentially are getting 6 grips. Because if it's not getting completely destroyed, if you turn it over, you've got an extra grip that you can do. The one end is just going to be kind of turned a little bit, and so all we're going to do is we're just going to go to the other end of the grip. And so by starting on the other end of the grip, then you've got a nice square grip. And so what we're going to do when we re-grip this here is we're going to start. So as you know, the grip is an octagon. We've got 8 sides, and this top one is numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. What you want to do here when you re-grip the racket is you want to see the replacement grip. You can see how it's been put on. And so when I'm watching this replacement grip here, I'm looking for where it comes down to a point. And it's typically, most of the butt caps have a slot right here on the side, and so I'm going, and then when they come through, there's a kind of a big bump right there on the butt cap where it flares out. So I always start my grip, whether it be square or if it's got a little bit of taper. If it's got a taper, I'm going to start it on this bevel. If it's square, I always start it on the corner. So I'm going to start it there on the corner, and I'm going to pull it. I'm going to pull it not super tight, but just tight enough to get it to kind of conform to the butt cap there where it's flaring out. And then from there, the first couple turns, I'm going to match the taper and the angle of the replacement grip. Once I get it past first couple turns, I'm only going to overlap it about 1/8 of an inch. So a lot of people will overlap way too much. They're overlapping like 1/4 of an inch or 1/2 an inch. The truth is you don't need to overlap it that much if you're giving it a nice steady pull as you're gripping this racket. So you want to make sure as you're doing this, you just kind of give it a little bit of a pull. Keep your thumb right next to it and only go about 1/8 of an inch each time you're going through it. So then as you get to the bottom, that's going to make sure you've got enough grip to get all the way through the racket. That's not going to peel up on you. All right, so the next thing that I want to show you guys, so a lot of people, you've got, you know, Tourna-grip's got the red grip tape. Everybody knows the red grip tape. You don't need that. So pretty much every racket, every replacement grip comes with a rubber band. And this rubber band, some people think it's just to cover up the grip tape so it looks better. But in reality, what you're going to do is you're going to fold your grip. If your grip is square at the end, you're going to fold it in half. So that way it tucks under. So you're going to fold it under. And then you're going to take this rubber band and just put that rubber band right there on the top of the grip. And so that rubber band is going to hold your grip in place. That rubber band is going to keep it from moving. That rubber band is going to be your grip tape. So you don't need grip tape, you just use the rubber band. That way if you're in a match, you're playing, you don't have to worry about trying to get the grip tape undone. All you got to do is you just pull that rubber band up, boom, and your grip's loose. You can just rip it right off, and then you put your next grip on. And so that way, then all you do is you grip it again, fold it, tuck it under, and then take this rubber band and just slide it down. And that rubber band's going to stay in place. And so that way, you don't have to worry about that grip tape. All right, so let's take a look at some of the grips that are tapered. All right, so now I'm going to show you guys regripping with this Gamma grip. It's also like a Wilson Pro Overgrip. And one of the things I don't really care for with the grips like this is that they've got this sticky cellophane on them, and it's really hard to get this cellophane off. You kind of have to peel the grip up and then you get it. So if I'm in a match, I'm going to change over. It just takes more time for me to have to find that. The Tourna-grip has it too, but it comes off way easier. A lot of times you'll find that if you put it in your bag, it just falls off on its own. But the Tourna-grip's not really going to get damaged, where these tacky grips, they're going to get kind of dirty. Dirt's going to stick to them. So you definitely want to have the plastic on there to protect them. So it's kind of annoying having to take that plastic off in the middle of a match. Once you get that plastic off, so it's got this tapered end. And so as we talked earlier, I'm going to start now right on the side. So you can see on the replacement grip where it comes in, and I'm going to start here right on the edge. So if it's square, I always start on the corner. That way it's going to match up with the grip underneath. And so I'm going to turn this, and you're going to have kind of a bigger bump on the bottom of the butt cap because of that taper. It just makes it stand out more prominent than a square grip. And you have to be careful too, because these rip a lot easier. So now I'm going to overlap again, only about 1/8 of an inch. If I do too much, it's going to have big notches. Some people like to have those ridges, and so they can do a little bit more. But I don't want to have a huge notch, so I'm only going to go about 1/8 of an inch. I'm going to try to, again, maintain steady pressure. I'm going to keep my thumb right beside it, and I'm just going to turn all the way down until I get towards the end. Now, the thing that I've always noticed with these is they're way too long. They're always way too long. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this grip pretty tight now, and I'm just going to stretch it out and make it real thin. Some of the grips, like the Wilson Pro Overgrips, they tend to tear pretty easy. So you can just kind of pull it and tear it. And if that's the case, if you tear kind of a straight edge, or you can even cut it if you got scissors and then fold it over. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to stretch this grip real thin, and I'm going to run it right along the top, and I'm going to kind of overlap itself. And then again, as we talked about earlier, I'm not even going to fool with the grip tape. I'm going to take my rubber band, and I'm going to put that right over the top, so that way it holds that grip in place. And the other thing I don't particularly like about these tacky grips is one side is definitely tacky, and like I showed you with the Tourna-grip, I can turn a Tourna-grip over and I can get multiple uses. So, and that's handy because you're always running out of grip. I'm in a match, maybe I don't have enough. I thought I had more grips in the bag. You're running and you're out. Maybe you've got an old grip. You can always use the other side, whereas with these grips, you cannot use the other side. It just doesn't work. It's the wrong kind of material. It just doesn't work. but you get a definite nice tack on these. Alright guys, so I'm going to show you how quick this can be. If you don't have grip tape, you just take that rubber band, you undo your grip, pull the old grip off, get your new grip. Make sure you start on the corner, pull. Once you get going, overlap about 1/8 of an inch. Keep your fingers close together so that way you don't lose any tension as you're going. That way the grip stays nice and tight. Once you get down to the end, fold it in half. That also adds a little extra thickness there for that rubber band to hold on to. Put the rubber band in and you're done. And that's how you regrip and overgrip like a pro. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet. Hit the bell, that way you get notified of all the new hammer and tennis videos coming out. Go ahead and share this video. Thanks for watching.